Hello, everyone. I hope that you're doing well and your families are doing well. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Dell. So, I have started mulching the side garden. I've done my sanctuary and I've done my beginner cut garden. I've mulched those. I apologize. And so now I have mulched this, which makes it looks 10 times better. And I will be, I think I've got a few spots back there I need to do, like this behind here. I ran out. So I believe they're still on sale at the Blue Store. So I will go back and get a few more and mulch the rest of this. But this is just what it looks like um, finally mulched. Makes a big difference. And my garden art is out here, and that makes it looks a little better, make it look a little better as well. This is the St. John's wort that I was telling you about in my last video, and when it blooms, it is gorgeous. Look at that. That is so pretty. So I figured I would go ahead and show you what that looks like. This is the little buds here before they open up, and it is just so pretty. So I can't wait until all of these buds are all over this little shrub here. It's really, really pretty. So that's coming along. My impatiens are starting to bloom back here. So those look good. And the ones on the other side as well. What I did do, I took a hydrangea out of this old fire pit. I moved it out because I don't think it was getting enough sun, and where in my other hydrangea, the endless summer, is blooming, I thought this should have bloomed by now, and it's not. So I'm thinking that either I pruned it wrong and I just won't get blooms, or it wasn't getting enough sun. So I put an azalea here. It's called the pink chiffon. It's really like pink. If I get a chance, I'm going to put a picture in this video of it. It's really pretty. It's not like the bright pinks down here, but it's more like a soft baby pink. It's not like this dark pink here. But it's really pretty, and I can't wait for that to bloom. But that will take sun, part sun, doesn't have to have full sun. All right, so these azaleas are starting to wind down from blooming. This little hydrangea was a clearance hydrangea. It's in the ground, but it's still in the pot because I didn't know if I wanted to stay there or move it. Right now it's doing okay. So for now, that's fine. And then here are the other impatiens that I cut down, and they are finally blooming. So those are like a magenta and white, and then in the middle is a light green coleus. So I think that looks good. So I'm still debating on what I should put in these two pots, and then this area will be done, and the other pot is back over there. So far that is what that looks like. I started cleaning up on this side. I've moved all of the junk from this side, and now all I have to do is wash this table. And I think I'm going to add some solar lights to this where it can light up like the one in my sanctuary on the table. And then also I added this here, this pot. It was just kind of hanging out in the junk, and I didn't want to throw it away, and I just didn't want to leave it just, idle. So I added a Japanese box, some type of boxwood. Japanese boxwood. I think that's what it's called. But I think that'll look really nice once it forms a big ball. I can trim it down, and then I'll also add some mulch to this. So I need to add mulch to this, and I also need to add mulch to this as well, and then figure out what plants I'm going to plant there. Other than that, this area is finished, and then I need to add some mulch behind here. So once I re-up on my mulch, then I will add that to the garden. So some of my garden art, I moved this from another section. I'm going to add a candle to that because it was hooked to a candle, but I think it blew out or something, so I'll add another candle to that. And what else did I put in here? We have a little bicycle. I got that from the Dollar Tree for $5. It says welcome, and I thought that was really cute. And some other little items. I bought this from the Dollar Tree recently, and that was also $5. So just kind of adding to the area, and it's coming along really, really nicely. I'm satisfied so far. And now all I have to do is clean off that table as mentioned, and the chair. I wanted it to have this kind of worn out, like aged look. This table was brown, but I painted it white last summer. And the chair, as you can see, it was black, but I brushed some white paint on it. So I'm going to add some pillows to that after I paint, wash and paint, and then this section will be done. Here is where I moved the hydrangea that was not blooming. I moved it in this area of my sanctuary because we do get quite a bit of sun, but it's also shaded. The trees have like a canopy, or it's a canopy over here. So this is what it looks like over my hydrangea. And then over here is an opening, and that's where the sun comes through. So hopefully it won't get too much or too less, but I think it'll do much better on this side. Now here is the candelabra that I got a while back from Goodwill, and I just added some of the solar lights from the Dollar Tree, and at night it is gorgeous. It is really, really pretty. And my neighbors will come by and they look into the backyard, or comment on the backyard. But this is really, let me see if you can see the light. So it lights up. So all of those, it has the soft, let me come on this side. It has the soft lighting, and it has the cool lighting. So it's a mixture. So that looks really pretty. Now, oh my goodness, this has really taken off. It's going to be bigger than the boxwood in the middle. That's just one of the smaller ones. Hopefully I can keep it contained in this pot, but this is really taking off. Now this is where we get sun like all day, so everything looks so good and healthy. Look at the creeping Jenny, just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I love it. And the violas are still doing strong. The petunias are doing really well. I just pruned or deadhead those, and I drop them right back down in the pot, and it just composts. So I put that in there, and then these just look amazing. And here are some new ones coming up. And so at the back we have a vinca vine. Look at how big these vines are. Very, very pretty. So at the end of the summer, I know it's just going to be gorgeous. So that looks really nice. I've also completed this area. I added some mulch around my garden here. I'm going to add some rocks. I'll show you where I add the rocks. But I've been out here working. So this is some tomatoes here, some spinach down there. We have a little rabbit, and I think I'm going to move those. I'm going to let him chew on those. He always likes to chew on everything. So he's not afraid of us either. And here are the muscadines that are coming up. Now these look like it will be the muscadines, but they're not. They have to turn into flowers. So it goes through 3 stages. It has some little fibers, then those fibers go away, and then these little muscadine-like type things come on, and then these will turn into flowers. So here are the rest of them. I'm excited about this. I love muscadines. So it's really, really growing. The vines are all everywhere. I'm gonna have to find something else to trellis this on, because the vines are just growing wild. So like I mentioned, I finished this section. I do need to, I think I'm going to add some mulch here too, because like I said, it just finished raining. So I may add that. On this side, I have the rubber mulch. And then I just made a pathway through here to my garden, or between the garden, the flower garden, and my vegetable garden. So that's what that looks like. I've got to add some more bricks to this. Is what this section looks like. My little walkway here, and then the last part that's left is down here. I've got to add, I pulled the rest of the grass up, or took my shovel and took all of the grass up, and I'm going to add some bricks here. Now the newest part to my garden is this bed that I put together yesterday. It's a watermelon bed, or where I'm going to grow my watermelons. And this is a mound. So I put the hay on it. I'm going to come over here in a few minutes. I have 4 watermelon plants I'm going to plant down this mound, and then they can grow out into, the vines can grow out. So this is what it looks like beside my sanctuary. This is the vision that I have. Now, not sure what I'm going to do with this yet. This is where we cut the tree down that fell in the yard. Look at all those mushrooms. Wonder if I could put those in my compost. Are they poisonous? I'll have to do some research, because they're also growing up in my bed here. There is one, and then there is one. But that would be great. I can make my own mushroom compost. Okay, but yeah, still got to clean up this area. But as I mentioned, it's taking some time, but it's going well. Everything is turning out the way I wanted it to. And so in a few minutes, I'm going to plant these watermelon there. And then this is the grapevine. I'm going to have to make some alterations to this grapevine, because it needs to be in a T, and it's just one straight stick here. This is a plant my husband brought home from from Lowe's. Oh, they were giving them away on the container. It doesn't tell you what type of flower it is, doesn't tell you anything. So I guess that's why they were giving it away. I don't know. But there is a little bloom. I'm not sure what type of flower that is. I have to research. But we have some tomato vines, as I mentioned, came from my compost. That's one of them. And we have some corn. I planted some beans in there with it, because I know they say through research that it needs nitrogen, but I'll continue to fertilize it as well. And some squash and cucumbers. That's what that bed looks like. And I made my little trellis. And again, we have some cucumbers because we love cucumbers around here. And I planted some basil seeds there. Those are coming up really good. In here, because our squirrels are just not cooperative, I put this around the sweet potatoes. I'll go on the other side, but here are more tomatoes, and more tomatoes. So this is what that looks like down here. I'm organizing, y'all. We've got some onions here. And I have an extra tomato. That's not planted in there. It's actually in a container because it was drying out. So I let it get rained on. I'll move it. I have to plant it. And then in here are 5 sweet potatoes that I bought. They're called Midnight. I can't remember the name of them. Can't remember the name, but these are the ones that I grew off of a tomato. That one died. I'm sorry, potato. This one died. So we'll see what happens. Again, as mentioned, I planted them in this tub. So hopefully it is deep enough. I've never really had good luck with growing sweet potatoes. I would usually get about maybe 10, and they were good ones, but I just couldn't grow a lot. So that's where we are now. The newest thing in my cut garden is, let's see, this Asiatic lily has bloomed. This came back from last year, and the tulips are now coming up. So I split these up last year. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I think one is growing in the middle of here. I think this is one. So that's 8. I had 2 tulips, and all of those I was able to divide those. I added a little bird seed plate here that has gotten wet, so I'm going to take that out and empty that. But I saw the birds in here playing around yesterday, and I noticed I didn't have any bird food for them, so I rigged up something and put this little plate on top, and lo and behold, it rained. So I'll empty that out and put some fresh ones in there. But this garden is coming along very well. I'm so proud of this little garden. Very well. Everything just looks amazing to me. So yeah, that's where we are now. I'm going to plant these watermelons. Again, thank you for always tuning in to the video, watching, commenting. I really appreciate it. I don't think I showed you guys the eggplants. Here are the eggplants here, and some more peppers down there, and some more tomatoes as well. Just wanted to kind of give you an overview of exactly what's going on in the garden. I have some beets down here that are trying to come up, and some squash in here. We'll see how those do within this cage. If not, I can just pull it. It's not a big deal. I can pull that up. And let me show you my other peppers, and I'll be done. Okay, here are the other peppers up here closer to the flower garden. Just to give you an idea, the cut garden is right there. So we've got to add some more. Next step is we're having some more rocks brought in. You see that grass down there? That's got to come up. But here are the peppers. They are growing very well. I guess these are snails. I'm not sure what's eating it. But as long as I get peppers, I'm good. And that one little Swiss chard back there, I had one seed thinking I had more, so I planted it in that little log. And we have some beets coming down here. There, I don't think all of them germinated. And in here, we have some carrots and a garlic that I had in the house that's coming up. So that's it. I hope that you all have a blessed and wonderful, safe weekend. Have a blessed and wonderful, amazing weekend. And happy Mother's Day to all you mothers. Take care, and I'll see you in a video real soon.